Hi, hello everyone. Welcome again to my channel, The Creative Agile IT. So in today's video, I'm going to speak about an extension which is called Contributions Graph, and this is part of the Azure DevOps learning series. And I hope you guys are liking this particular series for the learning purpose. So let us start. So I'm sharing the same project, which is Scrum Project 2023. So if I open this one, so there are some work items already defined, and we have used this particular project in some videos creation. Now let us see, do we have a dashboard defined? So we can simply click on the overview and come to the dashboard. And if I open in a new tab, so here we can see that we can there is nothing right now as part of this particular dashboard, and we can just make it as favorite as well if you want. And if I click on the edit, we get these widgets on the right side. And if I scroll it, so we already have the extension gallery here. So what we have to do is we have to click on the extension gallery and let us search for the contributions. Okay. So if I simply search for contributions in the extensions for Azure DevOps, so we will get this contributions graph. So what we have to do is we have to click on it, and let's click on get it free. Okay, so it's taking time, and we will have to select the organization. So we can select this particular organization, which is 0433 Creative Learning Made Simple. This is where we have our project defined. So if we have selected the organization, now we have to click on the install. So it will install the extension in that particular organization. So it says you are all set, proceed to organization. So we can go back to the tab. Okay, and if I refresh this one, so we can see we have got this contributions graph just below the retrospective. So this is an extension. I mean, it's not coming along with the Azure DevOps, but I mean, as part of the Microsoft extension gallery, we can select an extension and we can use it. So if I click on this contributions graph, let's see, what is the purpose of this particular contributions graph. So what it shows is like it shows on a yearly basis, like in this year 2023, like in Jan month, Feb month, March, and then August, September, October, like what has been the contributions by a particular user in the Azure DevOps, in terms of the work item creation, in terms of the builds, the pipelines. So and it shows like how many contributions we have. So since I'm using this particular project using Creative Learning Made Simple at the rate hotmail.com, that's the admin for this particular account. So it shows the distribution of my contributions in a month wise fashion. And if you want to check it out, I mean, we can just click on the active filters. So these are the filters. I mean, it shows like, for all the projects under a particular organization, like how many commits have been performed by a particular user, how many pull requests, or how many request has been closed or reviewed, the work items which has been created by a particular user, the resolved work items, the closed work items, right? And we can turn these filters on and off. Let's say we do not want the information in the contributions graph regarding the commit, so we can just turn it off, right? And we can always say, give me the information which is based on the creation of the work items, the resolution, and the closed work items, right? So again, I mean, we can type we can select a different repository as well. And we can also look for different users as well. So right now this is the user. I mean, let's say we want to search for another user as part of this particular uh, project, so we can select that particular user as well. Okay. So if I just go here, so since I mean this is kind of an inactive user, it's not using that particular project very often. So basically this is the kind of like purpose. I mean, we can use this particular extension in the form of like contributions graph, which will show for a particular Scrum team, let's say that consists of 7 members, what has been the contributions by each of the members. So we can just have our members listed here, and then in a particular month to month fashion, it will show the contributions. So we can try one more thing. Like you guys can see, if I just remove the Rajiv here, so we already have the these items, right? I mean, we have creative learning, which is the admin of the project, and it shows the distribution of the contributions by this particular user. So we do not see any contributions in the month of December. So what we will try is we will just go to the work items. We will open in a new tab and let's try to create a new work item. So we will say product backlog item. So we will say this is a PBI in December 2023. And if I save this one, so a PBI has been created. Now, if I go back to the contributions graph and try to refresh this one, so you guys can see that in the December month, we have got a new contribution for the user creative learning made simple, which is the admin, because I created a work item, right? And if I click on this particular contribution, so it will list what has been the create. So it shows like created one work item. Now similarly, if I again go back and try to create, let's say a bug, so we can say bug for December 2023. If I save this one and if I go back to the contributions graph and try to refresh this one, so now it shows in the December I have two contributions for this particular user, right? And if I click on this one, it shows like these are the two contributions. So I created two work items. One has been the this particular one PBI, and another is the bug December 2023. So this could be handy in some scenarios. I mean, I'm not saying, this is applicable for all the agile teams, for all the Scrum projects, but I mean, teams can decide, let's say they want to have a kind of a cumulative view where we can kind of like find out, okay, what has been the contributions, or let's say who has triggered the build and some kind of information, how self-managed our team is in terms of, the way we are using this particular agile tool. Are we leaving the creation of work items to just one member, or do we have just one or two people who are taking care of all our boards, all the creation, all the updates, or are we a self-managed team where everyone is kind of responsible for let's say triggering the builds and then creation of the work items, their closure, those kind of a thing. So that's all I had in this video. I hope you guys liked it, and if you are new to this channel, please share and subscribe, because that will definitely motivate me to put other videos in this series. Yeah, thank you so much.